What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat knows.
Morning, guys. Cat here.
Morning, y'all. Chunky here.
Lovely morning, Monday morning, afternoon, early afternoon.
It is 11:15 on Tuesday, February the 2nd.
Happy Groundhog Day. Spring comes on the calendar when it comes.
Yep.
Anyways, good morning from us and the guys. Car is in the back there.
We are not traveling anywhere today. Today is going to be the continuation of my video last week and where we picked up the new tires for the rig. Dealing with rain here in Quartzsite and cloudy days and everything else, it's just kind of put us back a little bit. But today we got half clouds, half sunshine, and it's supposed to be 78 degrees today, February 2nd. It's supposed to be 78 degrees, and we're going to try and get it knocked out today. I do suspect we're going to have a bit of a fight because these wheels have never been off this trailer.
In 16 years.
16 years. So that's what I don't know. Anyway.
So we'll take you along today and the fun of changing out 4 tires per Chunky. Thanks to Chunky. So good morning from the guys. Cindy. Hey. They're not thrilled. They think it's travel day. See you in a bit. Okay. What we had to do first, and he already put it in the slide. We had to take in the slide. Explain why.
So I'm going to be jacking up half the trailer and then the other half of the trailer, and I don't want the slide out with all that weight on the jack, because the way I'm going to do this probably isn't the correct way, but it's the way I have to do it. I got a 12-ton bottle jack you guys seen in the last video. It's not perfectly able to fit underneath there, so I have to block it up, and this is going to be one of them. Try not to lose your legs at the same time.
And he's going to chock the wheels so that we don't go nowhere. But so slide was in first, and now he's raising the stabilizing jacks. Ouch. I gotta watch where I'm walking. The generator's easy to move. We have it locked to our trailer. But the generator is easy to move. Oh!
It's alright, it'll be okay.
Thankfully they're sturdy tools.
I hate rocks. It's like I was telling her the other day. You know, you grow up and your parents collect something, you know, whether it be dolphins or whatever, penguins, it doesn't matter. And you end up hating it when you're older. I hate rocks. I really do.
Now, just a question for other people might have. Should the awning be in?
I'm not worried about it. I don't have it connected to the ground.
Well, I meant for weight or anything. I didn't know if that... Okay, just asking in case...
No, I get it. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to mess with it. Personally, gives me a little shade.
So what do you got in hand and where are you going? You gotta remember I'm walking with you. I don't want to fall down.
So ours, like most, should have little caps over the lugs. And I'm just going to use a pair of channel locks.
Time out. Just to show you some of the condition of the original rim. And once the tires come off, he'll show you the bad parts of the tire. Dun dun dun. Ooh.
And PB Blaster, I already soaked the other side. And we're just going to
And PB Blaster for what?
coat the lugs and the studs. My poor can's about out.
And you're doing this why?
There's rust and these lugs have never been off. So this is in hopes that this will help me be able to break these loose and get these off without problem.
And you'll do this times 4 or however many tires you have, so we'll see you in a bit. Action!
Got my impact 13/16 socket. Got the breaker bar just in case. Got the torque wrench because I'm going to have it to torque. But was going to try and start with this instead of trying to break my back with having to do the breaker bar in every single one of these. I've got the jack in place. It's not lifting anything at this moment. It's just there for when I'm ready for it.
Dun dun dun!
It's just a Ryobi.
And PB Blaster. Tell them where you got it.
Right here on the frame. Don't smash your gas line, because especially on Keystone products, they like to run them right at the bottom of your frame.
Can you just raise it high enough to turn the tire? Or for all us newbie, not newbie, but you know what I mean. All the cats are out in the truck so that we wouldn't freak them out pulling in the slide or running these tools. Aha! What you need? And this is how many lugs?
6.
Oh, your cap fell out. Explain it.
I needed to come out with our style plastic cap.
Ooh. Plastic cap, and what's that for?
It goes in the center of the wheel so that it covers that when the wheel's back on.
And what is that?
This is the grease fitting.
You just greased it before our trip to Yuma.
Right there. Yes,
Yeah.
and I need to get a grease gun of my own.
And we'll get one. Oh, those legs don't look bad at all. Cool beans.
And no hub play either.
Water.
Time for a new tire.
Oh, cool. Let's see. I didn't unlock the truck. Oh, you did.
Just keep your fingers crossed.
I hope it fits. It better fit. Pretty new one. Hi guys. Pretty.
There used to be screws that hold that in place. There are not screws there anymore.
I was wondering what that little clip was. First try, look at that. Chunky slick.
Ooh, look how pretty.
And be able to do a side-by-side there in a second.
Now I recommend, if you're in the same situation that we are in with the 16-year-old wheels, you get some anti-seize to put on the lugs, the studs when you go to put the lugs back on. But I don't have any, and I didn't have an issue with this one at least.
This tire.
Got 3 more to do.
What's anti-seize?
Put it on there so the metal doesn't seize together.
And put it on what?
The stud. This thing.
Okay. For us women that don't know a whole lot, or viewer out there that might not know what you're talking about. Now this is the first tire, and the way our luck usually goes, there's gonna be some rough tires. We'll do the rest of the tires unless there's an issue that he wants to explain. We'll do the rest of the tires in fast. Look at this rim. This is really rough looking.
When you go to reset your lugs, these things usually go in a star pattern. Now, I got the torque wrench out because I'm going to torque these down, but to get these set so I can get it back on the ground, you're going to start with one, then you go to the one directly across from it.
And it's easier because you have an... No, that doesn't matter. Now do you torque it when it's on the ground? Or
Yes.
why?
So if I put the torque wrench on that to go to 120 foot-pounds of torque, it's going to spin this wheel. So now we are going to...
And what size tire was this?
This is a ST 225 75 R15. It is a radial 10 ply on a 15-inch wheel, 6 lug.
And comparing side by side, you want to point out anything? Obviously the non-rusty rims.
So these new tires are not dry rotted and cracking, and you can honestly see a lot of that, just like they're starting to
Peel.
peel. But
That would have been a blowout.
starting to get minor cracking around here. Oh, there's bigger than minor cracking right there. But they're cupped as well.
Cupped meaning?
Tires usually like this. When they start to cup, it usually happens on one side or the other, and they'll start to kind of curve in more than they should.
And that has nothing to do with the amount of air, because you know tires get kind of donut-y. Okay, and this is your what?
Torque wrench. 1/2-inch drove torque wrench. Now I typed up something for you guys as a little thing to go by. There is a way that you have to go about doing this. So there's 3 steps to torquing your wheels, and that's just so you get an even pull towards the hub. So first go around, I'm going to do 20 to 30 foot-pounds, then 55 to 60 foot-pounds, and then 110 to 120 foot-pounds. It's going to be done in 3 stages. Last one's always going to be between 110 and 120.
And what tells you that you need that much?
You can either find it in your owner's manual, or in our case where we bought a used rig and it didn't come with an owner's manual, you can find most of this information online.
And you do a lot of research on the Keystone site.
Yes.
And you're also in a Keystone group on Facebook.
Yep.
And a lot of other owners share information. And this tool is kind of neat. You want to explain that or no?
Here, click.
Yep.
So that means that one's at 30 foot-pounds.
Can you do the star pattern again?
Yes.
least it's flexible. So all of them are currently at
30 foot-pounds of torque. Our next one is going to be between 55 and 60. It's easier for me to find 60 on this, so I'm going to find 60. Loosen your knob and twist your handle. You're going to go to between 50 and 70, which would be 60. See how that one gave a little?
Yeah. And it won't go any more than that with that wrench.
Oh, you can force it. I don't suggest it. Ultimately, they're all six going to be they're all six going to end up at 120 foot-pounds of torque.
But the idea is to keep doing your star pattern.
Yes.
And what's the reason of not going in a circle one way or the other?
Like I said, it pulls it more evenly into the hub. It just tightens it down better. I'm not an auto mechanic.
But you've worked with mechanics and that's what they do.
Yes. I'm more of the gopher of the shop, bitch.
I think you do a fine job. And he's not afraid to ask for help when he needs it. And it's not help for somebody else to do it, it's help for somebody to show him how to do it. And then he does it.
New tires are on.
Pretty. Two done?
Two done. All torqued to between 110 and 120 foot-pounds. As I said, be sure to just consult your owner's manual or contact your dealer, distributor, manufacturer, whoever, if you need true specs. But the list that I'll put in is roughly the same for everything, and they give you on the list that I typed up what regular stud and then 9/16 stud. I got all that typed up for you, and we'll put it in with this as well so you guys have it. I'm gonna jump over to the next side.
Pretty.
But this side is done.
That's our new spare that we got.
It's dirty.
We bought this
The beginning of this year, or last year, I mean.
where did we get that one?
Amazon.
But they're looking kind of rough. But on to the backside. And the children are all relaxing and napping still in the truck.
Got the old tires loaded up on the little trailer. And this one, you can probably get it down to just bare metal. You can see how bad the tires are cupped. That's mostly on the back side. But yeah, these aren't pliable anymore. They're like rocks. Like, I dropped it and didn't really balance it. Made a thud and kind of fell over, but they're all in such bad shape if you zoom in over there.
Go over there and point it out.
But like I said, time for them to go. Don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but gonna figure something out because
We didn't want to take a chance with the rims. We needed to clean them up, which we might still do, and pass them on to somebody else, but we wanted a fresh, clean start. New shoes on Rufus, that's what we're calling the RV. Rufus is the Ohio University. My college mascot is Rufus the Bobcat for Ohio University, so we just nicknamed the travel trailer Rufus. But anyways,
16-year-old tires, guys. 16-year-old wheels.
Oh, did you want to show them more of the spots that were peeling, or no? Okay. But anyways, out with the old and in with the new.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
A lot better than you were.
As you guys just seen, I got the tires changed out on the rig, and it went a little better than I expected it to.
You did a good job.
Gonna flip this around and show you how everything came out. Look at those. Pretty. Went on very well. Thankfully we do not have any play in the hubs. I'm gonna get a grease gun and check it again, but we greased before we went down to Fortuna. I had already put the slide back out so we could get the cats back in, but pretty.
And we do have covers for them. We get away with not having, we personally kind of get away with putting a cover on the tires, which is highly recommended, especially out in the big heat and sun out here. But where we have the slide for the most part, and the sun is on the front of the trailer at this campsite, we don't put our covers on the tires, but it's highly recommended. It helps extend the life of your tires.
So yes, we are going to be a little more strict on putting the tire covers on. Need these tires to last a very long time. They definitely were not cheap, but it is what it is. Keeps us safe, keeps us rolling. Now we know for sure that we can cruise down the road and not have a tire blowout.
Invest in your safety, invest in your home. It's all good. That's what we're here for.
Be safe when you're doing this. You know, use jack stands. I didn't because I personally don't have any. Use jack stands, keep your legs out from underneath the rig, all that happy stuff. If it looks like it's going to fall, back the hell up. All common sense stuff. But
block the wheels on the opposite side. Okay, too close.
But like I said, I will put in the torque guide that I used back there somewhere. But that's what we have for you guys today. We hope you guys enjoyed.
The guys are all back in the RV, as he said, and they're happy, and it was a relatively pain-free experience, and hats off to Chunky. He did a good job.
So until next time, guys, we love you. Be safe out there, all that same old happy stuff. We'll see you guys soon.
Hikes from Quartzsite. Bye, guys.